longtime college basketball coach, Rick Pitino, who's at Iona. Iona, for people who don't know, is a school in upstate New York, right? I don't even know. I guess it's what would you call it, a mid-major? Is that what it is?
Well, I'd even be a little bit below that probably. But
right. And this was
his career is sort of going in the reverse of what a successful coach should do.
And now he's 70 years old. And now here's the thing. Saint Johns University, now Rick Pitino, as you know, coached the Knicks, has had, a lot of success in college, but he also has a lot of baggage.
Yes.
I mean, Spirit could go out, Spirit could close down with a profit their airline if they charged him for all the baggage he brings with him. Okay? Because that's how much baggage it is. A lot of bad stuff has happened along the way to get Rick Pitino, a Hall of Fame coach already, right?
Yeah.
Alan, to get him to coach at Iona.
The problem for me is when you get to guys like that. I understand young guys and young kids making mistakes because, there's a learning point, a learning curve there where you got the rest of your life to sort of make amends or to make better decisions in your life. But when you get to be a little older and you make bad decisions, there's something like, come on, you should have known better. But yet you still get the opportunity to come back. And that's where we are kind of like really with Rick Pitino now, is that he's making apparently a comeback.
And his name came up right away. St. John's in New York fired their coach. And there's also now a couple of reports out there. I don't know if you've seen these about Rick Pitino and Texas Tech.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today.
Okay,
yeah.
So they're looking for a new coach as well. And supposedly they're very interested in Rick Pitino.
From a X and O standpoint, and from a guy who can recruit, his credentials, there's no questioning that. I mean, he got it done at Kentucky, got it done in Louisville. He was a good coach at Providence, like you said. He has NBA experience. He's a great coach. He understands the game extremely well. The question you have to ask yourself, if you're a big time program, is he at a point in his career where he's hopefully not making mistakes off the court anymore?
Well, that's the issue is can you overlook the baggage? And there was some serious stuff going on, right? Even, and I don't have it in front of me all, but was there prostitutes or something being had in the dorms? I mean, and he just said he didn't know anything about it. There was all kinds of just really stuff that you would cringe at to think that was going on a college campus with a young men's basketball team. But anyway, we've seen him move away from the big jobs, right? He had to move on and trying to rebuild. And the question is, does he deserve that chance to get back to – he's 70 years old now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Texas Tech or St. John's. It's St. John's in the Big East. Where are you, Alan, on this? Because I think, like, when coaches of that ilk and that stature fall, they're probably, in order to stay around, got to coach at smaller schools, right? Because
right.
They had their days in the sun and they didn't work out. And now for St. John's or Texas Tech to say, yeah, we'll take Rick Pitino. And I know they did well, Iona, this past season, but I still question whether or not he should be getting that opportunity.
If your fan base is okay with it, if your alumni are okay with it, then I guess you go ahead and you pursue it. From a university standpoint, the contract that I think you make him sign if he agrees to come on board has got a lot of stipulations to it. It's got a lot of fine print. Like if this happens, you're gone. No questions asked. We will get rid of you. So if you hold him to that and he really wants to come back and coach at a big-time program again, then I guess you go ahead and you make that I mean, the things that he's been accused of to some extent are all judgmental. And it's not like somebody died or somebody got killed or anything like that. It's what you're willing to put up with from an image standpoint.
Yeah, but I think some of the stuff, this is my issue, is when he says he doesn't know what's going on. That's even worse to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is your bad. You know what I mean? Like, you can't use that as an excuse.
Right.
This is your program, and for you to act like you're totally oblivious, you don't know what's going on, you have no idea, and that I can't remember the guy. He was like a coaching, what do they call those guys? Not assistant, but he's not even a full-time coach, and supposedly he was the guy paying for the process. He doesn't make any money. Like why would he be buying prostitutes for players?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole story was really bad. It just
right.
was.
If you're going to be the coach, you're going to be the coach of the whole entire program. So you should
good, bad, or indifferent, right?
You should want to know everything that's going on. But look, I've had bosses before, Rob, that you start to tell them something, they go, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on over there. And you just kind of walk out of the office and go, okay. I've had work for people who have done that. I don't want to know. Don't let me in on that. I know nothing.
Right. Was that Schultz from Hogan's Heroes?
But if you are the head coach of a program, you better know everything that's going on.
And here in 2017, the NCAA suspended him for 5 games, right, for his lack of oversight in an escort sex scandal at Louisville involving recruits. Louisville's 2013 championship was eventually vacated as well. All right, and then in September of 2017, Pitino was implicated in a federal investigation, including bribes to recruits.
Yeah.
Which resulted in Louisville firing him for cause.
Right. And he sued.
This is what I'm
and
saying.
They settled, and he dropped the lawsuit. But
right.
still.
But it still was ugly.
Right.
And they're just those kind of things. That's 2017. There's enough time passed for you to overlook those things if you're a college president or an AD at a college ready to try to improve your basketball team. And Texas Tech just had fired their coach after he had controversy, right, with some racial stuff and some inappropriate comments and language. Yeah. I mean, it just is that the guy you want to bring in?
Right. But now, Rob, most programs around the country, if you're recruiting kids to come into your school, there are a lot of questionable things that go on.
Hey, Alan, I get that.
Right. You get your visit,
but when you get
one of the
caught,
star players on the team is taking you around, there's a lot of stuff going on.
I got that, but when you get caught, though, it's hard to unsee it or unhear it, right?
Exactly.
So I'm not blind and thinking that he's the only one who's done it, but they did it to the point where they got caught at Louisville and they wound up firing for cause, and then the other federal investigation. Just a lot of stuff baggage. That was 2017. Here we are, 2013. 2023. And Iona, I think they won 27 games this year. He can coach. That's not even the issue, right? That's not even the issue. He's a great coach.
But the question is, does he deserve another chance to come back to a major program?
To a major program.